Hey you guys, John Britt here. Hey, I'm going to do a video on my new PDF, this Crackle Slip one. But I'm going to also just tell you about some of the other things that I had fun with doing while I was doing it. This will be video number 46 in the free online glaze course. So what has happened was I did a bunch of Crackle Slips over the years, and they were all fun and everything, but I never really narrowed it down to get it so it doesn't flake off too bad. See, if you put it on too thick, it'll flake off. And so like this case, this was a good amount, and then this one here was slightly not enough. So you got a little bit of it, but not enough to make it interesting. So I wanted to try to isolate like how much water to add to the recipe, what the specific gravity is, measure it and everything, and then measure the viscosity, because that would be with a Zahn cup, and tell you how to do that. And that way I kind of got it so I could apply it correctly. And so then I just did a bunch of tiles showing times of dipping. I did other ones where I did the same thing, but I maybe changed the color of the cover glaze. See if you could read it through there. And then I changed the color. These were different oxides I put in my cover glaze. And then so there's like some amount of copper, some amount of iron. And you can still read pretty well in there that, the crackle slip beneath it. If it gets too dark, you can't really read the crackle under there very well. So anyway, then another color. This was just a different type of tan. I think that was manganese. And then I also colored the slips. I took the crackle slip here and added colorants to it. Like in this case, I added yellow, 14%, and that gives me a pretty good, nice yellow crackle. So I did a bunch of those. And then I also did some terracidges under, and then glaze on top. And I kind of like these because these bled through there a little, and then when you got the clear on there, it made it look kind of reduction fired. So I kind of like that. So I tell you all how to do all that stuff. And then I'll show you some samples here of things. So here would be like a finished one. I used a decal, so I thought that might make things interesting. I'll show you those in a minute. But this is a glossy look. Now you can get a glaze that's satiny and put it over there. So there's any number of things you can do. But I also just slow cooled it. So I have the firing cycle in there, and you can see what I was talking about. How it was like from this tile that I showed you a minute ago. How you put the slip on a certain thickness, and then the clear will help it to bleed through. So I kind of like that. And then I put the slip on in varying amounts. So it's trying to look like it's a reduction fired thing, and it's satiny. It's not flaking off. Put some decals on there. So that's that deal. What else I got another one here. I cracked out some of my old decals and put them on. And see, then you can see here how I splashed it around there. So you can either dip it or squirt it or use a brush, or all different ways to get it just a little bit thicker. And then it gets to be a little more interesting. So I did a lot of that like inside these cups. I tried to vary that. Here's another one where I just scratched through it when it was wet. Inside I got some variation. I wanted to have a little variation, not be too fussy, So let's see, what else can I show you? I also used an ash. I tried different types of ash glazes. So I tried this on there to see if I could read through there. Worked pretty good. Gives a little bit of action underneath the glaze. So yeah, and you can see there I got some drippy slip inside there, and then it's accentuated by the ash drippy. So that was good. And then what I also did was I tried, when I got some of these out of the kiln, I didn't really like the way they looked. I thought, well, let me try something else. So I took this, I make this black designer liner-esque stuff. One part of Gerstley or Frit or Gillespie, one part of Kaolin, so Tile 6 or EPK ball clay, and one part of stain. So you can make the stain yellow, blue, green, whatever. In this case, though, I did black, and I put it in this little gadget. And then, I just pull this out, and then I can just, write all kinds of stuff with it. It's just a very nice way to put on, and it goes right on to the fired glaze piece and sticks right on there, and then you have to refire it to seal it. But, I just messed around with how I could get that to make lines, and then, I could write stuff if I wanted. I think I wrote some stuff on this one, like I just tried different designs, and so that worked really well. So I liked that, and then I would use that in combination. Then, so I would I would glaze this, put the different color iron over there, one of these iron slips that I made up. I'm sorry, the cover glaze. I put a little iron in there, and then I would paint on. In this case, well, I painted on the black slip designer liner stuff, and then I would take like a copper oxide and smush it around on there, or iron oxide, or another glaze, and just so I could get a variety of effects from it. So you're just doing multiple firings. So yeah, and this one too, I did the ash glaze and drew over it. So there's a lot of stuff you can do here. Super fun. And it looks nice and juicy on the bottom. And then another way I did it was I took this like yellow slip here, crackle slip, and then I rubbed this black designer liner stuff in there, rubbed it off, and then refired it. And on the inside, so that accentuated it a little. So just all different ways that you can, use this stuff to be creative and all that. So here are some of my decals I made years ago. I just had them print up a sheet of black, and then I'll cut it out with a scissors, and then I can just apply it different size squares. And then I also had them made me a bunch of insects. I had a bunch of insects made. I did this was 1, 0 type things. Anyway, so a whole bunch of decals that way. I've just had them for years. So then I just, use them in conjunction with the crackle slip and the clear glaze and the designer liner. Here's one I did with black. I rubbed it in, then put the clear over, fired it, and then I put the designer liner over it. You can do a million different ways. So anyway, that's pretty much the story of this PDF. So it's all in there, explains everything. Got a bunch of firing cycles for you. Got a bunch of explaining how to use the Zahn cup, all that stuff. And that's it. So we will let you go with that. If you're interested, go over to my website, and we'll see you for the next one.